We good. We good. All right.
Can you take this off my head?
What?
You know it. If I do this,
All right.
there you go. Thank you.
Right. We can fix this one. Give everybody time to come in for YouTube. Do something. All right. Give everybody. We'll do it. Give everybody in.
When you're ready, I'm trying to log into my Facebook.
Gotcha. Oh, good.
Damn nails too long.
Giving everybody time to come in. Man.
Yeah, we got a couple minutes.
Yeah, we do. Give everybody time.
Yeah. I
Keep turning.
use that.
I gotta. Right. Just giving everybody a minute to come in. So we got one more minute left, and then we'll get started, everyone. And thank you for everybody on Facebook and TikTok for tuning in. I really appreciate you. So we haven't got everybody in upon YouTube or Facebook right now. So it's just the other Facebook. So just giving everybody time.
Oh,
All right. It's time.
we there?
Yeah, we there.
You got your thing up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good evening. Good evening,
Good
everybody.
evening,
What's
everyone.
up, everybody out there? It's your girl Boots,
It's your girl Kiki.
and this is the Unspoken Truth Podcast. So before we begin, just want to thank you guys for tapping back in. While you are joining us, please don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, comment, share. Drop us a comment. Let us know you're say hi.
Mm-hmm.
We'll try to get to you guys, but please let us know you're joining us. We thank you for your continued support. Please keep coming back.
Yeah, somebody on Facebook is joining
Somebody's
us.
on Facebook
Yeah.
joining. Let's see. Let's do some
And we
check-ins
got a
real
lot of
quick.
people on TikTok. We can't see you, but thank you for joining in. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna go and on this side. I think that was me.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm gonna try to get on TikTok so we can see their comments this week. We don't want to leave you guys out
Yeah,
this
at
week.
all, at all.
Check YouTube real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna get started. So again, this is your Unspoken Truth podcast where we bring the raw,
And the uncut.
unfiltered truth and we're talking relationships,
life,
culture,
and community.
and together, everybody
Everybody afraid to say it out loud.
good. So tonight, before we get started, you're gonna do a quick check-in, or just
Uh,
just talk about. Let's do a quick check-in, guys. Just
I,
how's it been going? How's your mental health, your self-care?
I think everybody, I hope everybody's self care is great. How
How's
about
yours?
your self care? How about yours?
I've been kind of slacking. So I've been
Have you?
slacking on my self-care. I really have.
Mm.
Um, yeah.
Well, my self care been great. I haven't been slacking. I've been doing everything I'm supposed to do, but today is a little rough. So forget the hair. I had to do something to it. I didn't want to keep leaving it down. So I was running behind and late,
Good.
and Boots was waiting on me today. So I didn't expect to be so behind. So I just want to just apologize.
No, yeah, we're on time today. What you
No,
apologizing for? To me?
no, I'm not on time. I need that time. I need about a couple of hours to be ready. But
Yeah, this
otherwise,
a
it's okay.
process, okay? It's you have no idea what we go through, but it's a
I
process.
tell you, I tell you, it is.
Oh God. Um, so just before we get started, we just want to just tap into somewhat news, current news.
Well, we normally was gonna like really, talk about, everybody that done something great in the community for Black history. But then we have a lot of deaths that came in and that we really want to acknowledge. It's a guy that passed that was a truck driver too, that
Mm,
his truck just went over the
really?
bridge, and I think it was
Jesus.
so he passed, and then we got, you know,
Recently?
yes, this was recently. So I put it on my site because that was, you know what I'm saying? We all truck drivers. And when we see somebody, and then I seen someone posted that someone died in their truck. So, a lot of people just passing. So I just really want to put, my condolences out there for all the truckers and truck drivers, and pray that y'all stay safe and take care of yourself and your health, and take the time to be with your family. You know what I'm saying? And no one knows when it's your last. So I just really want to just send that out because a lot of people has been passing,
Absolutely.
and truck drivers, a lot of them is, some is unhealthy and some is healthy. So, but I just pray that everybody really take care of themselves and take time to be with their family.
Well,
So
rest in peace to him. You didn't know him, did you?
no,
Okay.
no,
I think that helps a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it don't even matter to know
Truckers.
somebody.
Yeah.
It's truck drivers. We stand together, and we go, we support
It's
each other.
effective, of course.
Yeah,
Right. That could be anybody out there. So rest in peace. Prayers out to the family.
right.
We lost the icon, guys. I'm pretty sure everybody knows. We lost the Reverend Jesse Jackson this Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to just say rest in peace. Prayers out to the family. I know a few people at my job saying they were going to attend the funeral. So he made a big impact on the Black community,
Right.
working for the NAACP, Rainbow Push. A lot of people kind of have mixed views with Jesse Jackson, but he still was an honorable man. A good activist in the community. Although he lost the presidency twice, but he tried. So rest in peace, Jesse, Reverend Jesse Jackson. Put some respect on that, right?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay.
And I definitely want to send out a shout out to this dress that I did her. I spoke with her, at her event. I was the speaker, and she makes her own dresses and everything, jewelry and all. And it's at Donna Decorations at DGC Wraps. That's where I get all my, I say all my things for my teeth. I use a toothpaste because it's natural. Black seed oil toothpaste. I use their body butter. Um, she make all the clothes, everything. incense, things of that nature. So she does a lot of great things. So her store is in Fox Valley Mall. So please go and look at her stuff because she has some very good stuff that helps you with your body, your health, your mental, everything. She has it all, even for hair care. She has it that it can that she has that it can grow your hair, shampoos, things like that, of everything. So I mean, scarf, you name it, she is like the best. So if you go up in there, Fox Valley Mall is
Mm-hmm.
in Naperville, Illinois. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. She's awesome and she's so sweet and just a wonderful person to even to talk to. And I was really grateful that she allowed Unspoken Truth to come in and speak at her event. So I was really grateful for that.
Absolutely,
So
thank you. You did good.
I
So don't you
tried.
stand up and show everybody your dress?
No, I don't need to stand.
Why? It's
No,
nice.
I'm okay.
You
Thank
gotta
you,
show
though.
your dress.
No, I'm okay though.
Oh
But thank
God,
you.
how you gonna be scary on there? You gotta
I'm
advertise
okay.
the attire. It's
Okay.
cute.
Thank you. Yeah.
You don't want to show them the dress?
No,
No, you scary.
my sister said, "Girl, if you don't get up, okay." It just
Thank
okay.
you, Red.
It just get up.
Look, it's nice.
And
Very
so
cute.
that's
So
just it.
ethnic. Yes, I love it.
So that's just it.
That wasn't
But
too
yeah,
bad. Thank you, Red. Good girl. I like you.
that's my veteran Tamara. She's like, "Well, but Red ain't on yet. She has to be
Thank you,
on.
Tamara.
She better be on."
They coming. They coming.
So, well, yes. But okay,
All right. So
let's go it.
let's tap into it. So tonight we are talking about something that is affecting all of us in one way or another. And we have to decide on if how to adapt and how to change. So tonight's discussion is just about making the choices to change that fits you, your life, your family, and just what you're adapting to, how you're adapting. Are
Mhm.
you affected emotionally, mentally, physically? How are you adapting to changes, right? And changes can be what? We already know this new administration. How are you adapting to this new administration?
Right.
You know, do you know anybody that's being affected currently? Are you
Mhm.
benefiting or are you just in the middle? Or are you just at a all like we can't believe this is happening in today's society?
Right.
How you feeling about it, Key?
Well, I feel like it's everything that going on is affecting all of us. You know, I don't really try my best to focus up on all that, but I hear from people who I care for. And I have a lot of friends, a lot of friends that's of age, you know, like our grandparents and my grandparents, all of them, you know, my grandparents passed. So I still just have, you know, like friends that I know of that's of season that are affected. They are not able to find housing
Mm-hmm.
for their age. And, you know, they're 60 and 70 years old and they got to wait on housing. I mean, like, it's a lot of seasoned people that stand in hotels. So
Mm-hmm.
it really hurts my heart to know that some people are not able to have a place to stay and they have a fixed income.
Mm-hmm.
So their fixed income is not enough to pay up for a hotel. And you know, they gotta have food and medical, and it's just a lot that's going on. And then you got the turf, you got trucking that is really affecting a lot of other people as well,
Mm-hmm.
that I hear about, the trucking jobs and everything. Like people
They're
are,
cutting back,
yeah, people, you know, but not at my job,
right?
but at other places they are cutting back. Some places are decent, but it's like long term. It's like temporary. Like my
Mm-hmm.
friend, he's he's in trucking, been doing it for a long time, and they made 200 cuts and plan on making more. You know, so he told me that, and he's in trucking, and he told me that he's not sure where he's standing at that as well. So he's a tester, and he tests. That's how I got started in trucking, driving brand new trucking from trucks from international. So I was driving all the tractors and trailers, and you know, and box trucks and you know, name it, whatever Navistar makes international, that's what I drove, buses and all. So, and I worked with him. So he's been my long term friend since over
Mm-hmm.
10 years. And so far he's doing good. I pray it does. I pray he keeps doing good. But I feel like it's affecting so much of people and young kids today with the ISIS and everything that's going on. It's so much a ripple effect of everything that's like I don't think I ever seen it like this bad, or maybe never noticed it.
You know what? What I see, well, we see the changes. We see, and, we see the changes. We see how it's affecting some people.
Right.
Does it affect me personally? Personally, I can't say. I try to look at my checks to see if my overtime is being taxed, which it is. Um, I see budget cuts within our department, so they cut out a lot of our overtime just for the simple fact we don't know with this administration. They cut a lot of the organizations and the funding for housing, for domestic violence programs, for mental health programs, substance abuse programs, because in this world and society, it's like, what are we helping them? We feel we already given them help, but we see it because a lot of people are homeless right now and are unhoused and can't find housing because a lot of these agencies are closing doors because of the funding. I know in my job, I go to the annual meetings every year, and our agency was issued like I think like 3 billion, but they even still got for 4 years. So we don't know what this administration is going to do. And we heard today with the governor of Illinois, Congress still not funding a lot of programs. SNAP, Link. I'm not sure if who's being affected by Link, but I know a lot of Link SNAP benefits are being cut.
That's like with the people like our age. We like I'll say from 40 under, I think they have to show that they're looking for jobs.
I think that's for everybody now.
I don't know if it's for the older people. Is it for the the seasoned people?
I don't know if it's for senior citizens or not, but I know right now, I believe they will give you SNAP for 3 months, and you have to be looking or volunteering for work like 80 hours a month. I think that's a full-time job.
Right.
I just don't get it. Yeah. If that's the case, just go ahead and get a job, because if you get the job, they're just going to cut your SNAP away.
Right.
So don't get tricked and fooled by that. You got to think like
I found it too. So it's like they said, the age of 1864, we don't have the young children generate must work, volunteer, or participate in any training less than 80 hours per month to stay to be able to get it. So wow. At 64?
64.
64.
Because the 65 is the retirement age. So that's right at that cap.
That's bogus, man.
And the thing about it is, who qualifies for that? Like, what are the dynamics of that? What if you're disabled, taking care of children?
Right.
It's so many levels and factors to that. I don't know if that will play into that, but I don't know. I know like some of these able-bodied people, I get it. You get what I mean?
Right.
We know some people, men, in particular, who get SNAP just to get SNAP, and I get it. But yeah, they can go out and get jobs, and if you don't have like a disability and you know what I'm finding too though?
Yeah.
That's a hindrance. People with backgrounds not able to get jobs.
I definitely know that's true.
People with backgrounds. So it's what are the options? I told somebody, you can only try to clear up anything on your background.
Right.
Go petition the court to see what you can get sealed and expunged. And hopefully, if God is good to you and you've been doing good deeds, God works in mysterious ways.
He always does.
I know people who got their whole records expunged on felonies.
Yeah.
So it can be happening, even if it's not expunged and or sealed. Some way they can either drop some of those previous charges, and some of those a couple felonies I know can be expunged. Just depends. I believe it's just the judge. The judge. I had some stuff expunged. It was so funny because my background wasn't even funny, like bad. I tried to expunge traffic tickets. Oh God! It was like It was like, ma'am, we don't expunge traffic tickets. I had expunged like some little misdemeanor stuff
Hmm.
that I knew would probably employers in the future will look at.
Yeah.
And I promise you, y'all, I went, I did my research. I already knew how to look up law. I got my record expunged. And when I was done, they was like, "Are you an attorney?" No, I'm not. I just knew how to do my research. You don't always have to hire an attorney. If you go ahead and do your own research and drop those letters and petitions, you go and you go in front of that judge and you speak like you know what you're doing and saying, they can't do nothing but argue. You know what I mean? Listen to you. You know what I mean? And you make the decision. You can only say yes or no. So I
Hmm.
know that like a lot of backgrounds, people I can't get that job because of my background. Well, have you tried? Would you go just wait on the snap and the link? You have to try. That's one of the changes. Are you trying?
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
how are you trying to make the change?
Like how are I mean, like literally, is anything that affecting? What are we doing to make that change? Like, are we trying to eliminate things like, because I know a credit is going to be affected as well. So I heard they're going to be affecting credit and a lot of things that's going around that I'm just, I'm like, what is they going to do now? So it's like all the things that are going on, if we really prepared for what's going to happen, what if we only able to
I think
not able to do anything because of credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if credit like the main thing? Like I heard like they put on like this video. It's always I don't try to like put my mindset up on videos and everything that they send out. But it was so funny how sometimes TV movies be exactly what's going on. So it's like they had it in a way that it said your credit cannot do this. You don't have enough credit, so you couldn't drive your car or you couldn't get food because of your credit. So it's like I hope
ain't
that
that something?
yeah, I hope that never happens. But that's what I'm saying.
A credit would determine where you go, where you get to live, what you'd be accepted for, car you drive, what I mean, neighborhoods you can live in. Credit is like, being a man of your word by a score.
Right,
By a score, they get to determine where you get to live and how you get to live.
right,
That,
exactly.
even with just my credit, I mean, I'm gonna have student loans forever, but that don't affect my score though.
Yeah,
Student loans don't affect my score unless I go into like a default or something like that. But
yeah,
um, yeah, you got to watch your credit closely, and
you
everything
do.
on your credit can be disputed. Anything 7 years or older, don't let it sit
Hmm.
there on your credit.
Hmm.
I'm not a credit repair person, but I
Yeah, I
know,
don't.
you know.
I just try to keep it right. That's just it. I just try to keep my credit right. So, because you're always going to need something. So you might as well just keep it right. But it's like everything that goes on in this world, like seriously, stamps don't bother me. Like it don't affect me, but it affects the people I know.
What don't?
Right.
What
The
you say?
stamps.
Oh, that's okay.
So that affects me. Even, with someone credit, hey, it's up to you, each his own. Some people they don't buy it unless they have it. So it is what it is. So everybody do things differently or look at credit differently than I do or you do. So
And it's an economic
everybody's not the
status, you know what I mean?
same.
Exactly, it's an economic status thing.
Right.
Like you can't expect somebody who come from a low a low income environment or household to be worried about their credit when they're trying to survive.
Right.
So of course they're gonna try to make ends meet.
Hmm.
They don't care about credit.
Right.
But if you up there and you trying to really do some things, then of course, be careful of your credit. I have messed up a few times too, but get right back.
Oh yeah.
You
Most
know,
I think that's everybody. Ain't nobody had a perfect life that credit wasn't like the all be all, like
yeah.
everybody had an 850 credit score. Ain't nobody, people had it and might have lost it and then they got it again. And everything's different. Everything every year is different. So no matter what is going to be, credit is credit. So you can do good one year and next year you be right
Miss
up
one
there.
payment.
Or you
Ding.
walking in the dealership and you can get what you want to get. It just that's how it be sometimes. So
I said, I know you know when you got good credit, when you get all those credit card things in the
Right.
mail that say you are approved.
Right. Right. Right.
That's how you know your credit good if you don't want to
Yes.
check it. You know,
Yes.
that's how you can tell your credit good. But yeah, it's up and
Yeah.
down.
And especially now, another thing that's affecting is AI. AI is another thing that's really turning heads. I do not even know are those real videos anymore. So I don't now I think we now they have it in a way that now when you talk on the phone, like if you talk it to that now it's AI.
Mm-hmm.
So like even my life insurance, it was like AI.
You're talking to an AI person.
Like what? I was like, so I'm thinking I'm talking to somebody that's like a person and it's not, it's an AI. So it's like
Can you say I hate AI? I love and hate AI because I think I'm an AI person. I just need to learn more about it. AI is it's intelligence.
right,
And I can tell you this, and AI will make you sound like you have a Harvard degree
right,
if you use it right. But
right,
it helps.
right,
It does help with that intelligence. If you don't, I mean, it's unfortunate that a lot of college students may be trying to use it. You know, when I was in college, we had Grammarly. I thought Grammarly was cheating. Okay,
mm-hmm.
AI took it to a whole new level of
Right.
plagiarism, cheating, getting past tests. You know, we just have to be careful.
Are we prepared? And on top, I have to say the topic again. Are you prepared for the changes of the world? So basically, because one of the viewers, Big Bear, hi Big Bear, and
Big bear, baby.
so just want to just throw that out there. And but yeah, so it's like, are we prepared for everything the changes that's going to be AI? Like we have trucks now driving by themselves. So are we prepared for all of that? Are we prepared that we might have to look for a different profession? Like if if all the trucks are driving by themselves,
Damn.
would you have the need for truck drivers if they don't have no truck drivers in the seat? So it's like I just think of that, like how many years that's going to take. And
Well, they got Teslas now that drive by themselves, I believe.
yeah, but a big rig, an 18 wheeler, that's big. Someone said something. It's like, yeah, but what is the crash rate? But if they have someone in the behind the scenes to be able to maneuver all that, so would the crash rate be? Would it be because if you think about it, right, with the trucking industry, most people are killing trucks. Some truck drivers are killing people because they're distracted. I have seen that. So I think they're changing it because a lot of people are dying because the cell phones. Most people are owner ops. Some of them, not everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I know some of them really is big up on safety, and they are really big up on paying attention to the road because they've been driving for years.
Mm-hmm.
But others that get in it makes it hard for all of us because they put the phone in the face or they're not paying attention and they are killing people, and they having accidents, they rolling over, things like that. I'll say they're not taught properly, and they are able to get trucks easily. And when they are able to do that, it's just going to be this ripple effect of people dying due to 18 wheelers. And it's not all 18 wheelers. A lot of us really focus upon safety. Let's focus upon making sure that we're not so close on cars and things like that. So, are we prepared for that? Are we prepared that we might have to look for something else in the near future? I think I might be getting there, but I'm not sure.
How long is a training course for to get your CDLs? How long is the training?
Oh, it's not long. I say it's like for 4 to 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. So 4 to 6 weeks, you'll be able to. And I never went to school for it. So I never went to school for trucking. I just learned at my job that hired me. So I didn't have to go to school. So I was truly blessed. I had to pay for that. So but nice. Yeah, about 4 to 6 weeks basically. They don't really train you properly. You really have to learn as you go on the road. Mm-hmm. So, but in that case, we can go on and on about that. But as I see from what changing about everything is definitely the AI and, the electric, the trucks that's driving by themselves. They got
That's
several
scary.
driving them by themselves. So they're really pushing it for that. So I don't know how long it will be for them to put, and I know companies going to jump up on it because why not? They're going to save money. They don't have to pay the truckers now. They don't have to worry about the truckers saying, no, I don't feel like I want to drive in the snow when we're thinking about our life. You know what I'm saying? So now they can just put the truck in there that ain't got nobody operating it
That's
and just
scary.
do it. So
I don't want to pull
that's
up
one
to
of
a
the
truck
topics
and
for
nobody in it.
yeah, that's scary. And that's one of the topics about is the world changing and on, what other things you see.
I mean, they're already talking about bringing in the robots, the human robots, in stores and stuff.
Hmm.
I don't know the last time, Elon Musk and his spaceship, space, whatever it's called, trying to build human robots. They in the making. I believe some people may already have them.
Right.
You got a cyber truck. What's next? You got a cyber robot that will be able to do your laundry, go do the groceries, you
Hmm.
know, do pretty much everything normal humans do every day.
Right.
Do your grocery shopping. I don't know, just everything. This is really crazy where you think where we heading. It's like the new Jetsons are here.
Right.
You remember the cartoon, the Jetsons? How
Hmm.
they was flying in
Yeah.
space and all that.
Hmm.
Um, that's all I see. It was, you be talking to people over video now. Nothing's
Hmm.
normal.
Right.
Yeah,
Nothing.
nothing is normal no more. You go to court over video. You can, you do your job over video. Everything is over video. My job has always been hands on, front line,
Hmm.
in person. I don't think it's gonna be any type of maybe a
Hmm.
robot can go and knock on people's doors
No,
or
I have seen robots already doing forklifts at one of, like, seriously, in one of our buildings, Ryder buildings, they have forklift that does it by themselves. There's no need for a person to operate them. They just put in what they need to put in, and the forklift just does what it does. It loads the trailers and everything. So it is. That's one of the things. Are we prepared for that? Because it's like a lot of people are forklifts. So is what jobs going to be able
now look
that
at
you're going to
now.
have in the future if robots take over? So what are we going to be able to have? Like, is that going to that will affect me
You can
definitely.
already check out your own groceries. That's how it started.
Right. Yeah.
That cut out a lot of jobs in some of these stores.
Hmm. And skills, like, is college really important now? So
Hmm.
that's the biggest thing now too. A lot of young adults talk to me about that. Is college is really important, because like a woman, and these kids are coming in and they don't have no experience, but they able to get jobs. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying, over people who has the experience. So that's going to affect and change as well. So those, it's just a lot of things like they might affect someone else, but might not affect me because I'm not into that affection. But
Mm.
it's down the line, it's going to ripple effect of a lot of things. That's going to change a lot of things in our lives. That's going to affect us down the line. So are we getting prepared for it, or we just letting things be, um, and going from there? That just
I think a lot of people. I just think people, if it's not like directly in our face,
right.
and it's not directly affecting us or maybe our kids or immediate family, we don't really tap into it or really try to dig into it. But we all see it. Groceries, SNAP. You know what I mean? You're getting SNAP for a reason. You gas prices. It's a lot we see that we just became normal. Like we got to keep on living. Okay,
Yeah.
gas prices $8 today. What we gonna do?
Right.
Not go to work? I
Yeah.
think some people adapt to it more easily
Right.
than some who I can't go to work because I don't have gas money.
Right.
That all depends on that balance.
Hmm.
Where you at mentally.
Yeah.
If you are able to sacrifice, because it's going to be a lot of sacrifices.
Yeah. Cost of living is, that's another one that affects um us, is a cost of living. I feel like for me to see young adults, I'm hurting for young adults
Hmm.
because they're not making three times the rent. They have to have someone living with them to order to make three times the rent. And that part bothers me in a way, like, how
Absolutely.
these young adults and how the seasoned people is going to be able to afford anything or any type of housing if cost of living is going to always rise, and they're not going to change the law and change these apartments of saying 3 times the rent. Ain't
It's
no,
horrible.
that's not. Someone literally got turned down because they was 2,000 short, $2,000 short. So this young man has to be on the street because he can't, and he's working every day. Like, this is what the world is bringing now. This is the changes
Yeah.
that we have to do. So now this young kid might don't even have family. He don't have
Hmm.
family like that. So how he's gonna be able to live? Like, I feel like that's, I'm hurting for them. You
It's
know what I'm saying?
horrible.
And I feel like that's the worst thing ever, to know that a young adult have to figure out where he gonna put a roof over their head. It's getting hard for our young adults out here in the world.
It's hard for everybody.
It
Think
is.
about this. My son looking for a place.
Right.
He makes decent money. The average one bedroom, and I maybe it's just the area where we are at. The average one bedroom was $1,700.
Yeah. That's
And
everywhere.
you supposed to they want you to make 3 times that.
Yeah.
That's a little over $5,000 a month.
Right. Right.
Who's making that? Like for young or whatever.
Young.
Who's I'm not even gonna say young because honestly, it's not even some people our age making that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true.
It's people are it's horrible. You know, I'm at the but I do 3 times the rent and that's still horrible.
It
You
is.
mean because that's a lot of money.
It
That means
is.
you want my whole check, one of my
Mm-hmm.
whole checks. Then your next check is for what? Bills,
Right.
you know, expenses. What if you need car repairs? If you own your home, you got your
Mm-hmm.
insurance. This world is, I don't know where it's headed and why it's headed this way. And we so gung ho and we so tickled, this new administration, I don't see it's affecting nobody. I see it affecting people I know where we could have had the opportunity and the chance to change the market.
Right.
These landlords are rent gouging because my
They are.
son went and got a place.
They
The
are.
man wanted first month's rent and 2 months deposit. You
Mm-hmm.
want somebody to give you $8,000 to move in a 2 bedroom apartment. How can that be? And
Yeah.
nobody, not one person, lawmaker or lobbyist will change that law.
Yeah.
It's horrible. I mean it's whoa. I just don't know what to say on that one because I see a lot of people. They don't just throw Section 8 away no more. Giving Section 8 away no more. There's hardly no low income places.
They have some of those programs is not even up no more. Those Section 8 programs, those vouchers and stuff, they're not even up no more for people. They have low income housing, but
I
guess
wouldn't be
what? Low
surprised.
income housing, you still have to qualify to get in there. No matter if your income is low, they still have a requirement. That's like stupid to me. Like, how you low income,
So I'm
but you
coming here.
still have a requirement. Like, that's what I was saying. He was like short 2,000 and he could not get in. It was like, no, you make 39,000 and you have to make 41,000. What?
But you know what? It just results to people lying. Sometimes trying to be honest don't get you nowhere.
Like,
I hate to even say it publicly like that, but people result to doing crazy stuff. Fake check stuff, fake bank accounts, fake. Because one thing about us, we go get into a place
right.
by any means necessary.
That's true.
I'm gonna what. Let me know if you need some check stubs.
Mm-hmm.
Damn that, because you know what? They're not playing fair.
Right.
The rules don't apply. The
Mm-hmm.
rules are not fair if you're not making even they not even playing fair for people who making over $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
They're just not. It's not right.
And the hotels are changing too. They now, if you stay at the extended stay, you got to stay. If you stay for 30 days, you have to leave on the 29th day for 24 hours.
You know why they do that, don't you?
Yeah, because they don't want you to say that that's your resident and you're not going to be a squatter. Yeah, that's what they do. So you got to leave for 24 hours on the 29th day. And you got to, I was like,
did you know I was at a hotel and I was checking in and there was this man in there. They was arguing with the manager. I never knew this. He was arguing with the manager. You locked me out my room. I'm calling the police, and I'm just like, pay the man or get out. You know what I mean?
Right.
You in this hotel, get out. Police come. They tell the manager, we can't make him leave. He been here over 30 days. He established residency. You have to give him his key. What you say?
I didn't know that.
What did you just, and I be faithfully, come on, y'all, we got to get out of here.
Right.
And a lot of homeless people do it, unfortunately. But yeah, the police, and this was Elgin. He had to give him the key to that hotel room. You cannot lock him out. They cannot lock you out.
Yeah.
They cannot. If you go to a hotel,
wow.
And I thought it was 3 days, but it's 28.
It's basically 29 days. Your 29 days, you have to leave. That's what they do.
Because you know what? Because squatters, it's so hard to get out. You gotta go to court. You gotta serve them by the sheriff. You gotta, oh man, and they know what they doing. Mm-hmm. I wish I could have learned that hustle. I would have saved about $200,000, girl.
Yeah.
But you see, my mind don't process like that.
No, it doesn't. I can't. I can't even do it.
I'd be embarrassed.
I even when my kids was young, I was on food stamps, and when I got a good job, I was like, oh, I don't need it no more, because I wanted someone else to have it, and I didn't want to take something out of somebody else's mouth. So I called, and the woman was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't need it because I got a better job, and I'm able to do that, so I can be able to afford food." And she was like, "Yeah." I said, "Because I don't want to take something else from somebody who really needs it. God has blessed me with this job, so I can do this. I got this. He gave me this job, so I ain't got to be on it, and it's good for somebody else." You know what I'm saying? So that's what when my kids was young, when I needed help and we was really going through hard times. So when I got a better job, I got off of it to help someone else, and I'll do that any day. So
if I could give SNAP benefits today, sign me up. But yes. I know what you're saying, because when my kids turned 18, I had Section 8. I said, once your kids turn 18 and they start wanting to know all your business, where he at, what does he do? I said, you know what? I let it go. I said, I'm not into letting y'all know everything, who in here. I just couldn't do it no more. I just said, programs help. Yeah, right. Programs. I'm not knocking the program. I'm not knocking who need it. I'm not knocking none of that. I just said, for me, when I believe my oldest son turned 18, maybe, y'all can have it. And guess what they want to do when I told them that? Well, where did they move to? Ma'am, you don't get all that information out of me no more. Sorry. I say, here's your voucher. And I utilized the benefits. I got through school, I think. Was on, but it helped. I started school. It helped me. It helped. But I won't allow it to hinder me, because I made in my mind, once you decide what you don't want to be and where you don't want to go, then you can start thinking about where you do want to go. So I knew, for one, I don't want to be sitting here, my son, at 50 on Section 8 and still collecting SNAP benefits. Not knocking nobody who do. I said, for me, I didn't want to be that. So I changed the dynamics for me.
So basically, that would change anybody who's like with us with all the SNAP benefits now. They make it since they changed the laws now, they making it 10 times hard for people now. You gotta get off your butt at 50 and 60.
Is that wrong? Is that wrong to do? What y'all think? Is that wrong to do?
I don't think it's wrong. I think they trying to make people work, but what is out there to work? Like, okay, I think no matter what, it's going to be a problem. it's like it's good that they getting out and they trying to do some volunteer work or they trying to get out and get work. I get that. But it's still going to run into a problem of them still, we're not addressing the issue of they can get the food stamps. But how about the cost of living? Like that's still going to be, that's going to happen. Like if they even make more money, they're not going to get the stamps. So it's like no matter what, they still, the stamps is only for like if you're making less than less and then you're not able to find a place. Because if you make more, you don't need the stamps. But guess what? The cost of living is higher. Then you're still going to struggle with food. So no matter what, those things going to affect everybody, no matter what. No matter how they slice it, dice it, it's still going to add problems to that person who trying to get stamps, trying to keep their stamps, trying to get a good job, trying to, and trying to get a cost of living. Then if they even get a better job, then they stamps are cut. Then they got to figure out how to afford food, then pay the rent, and the rent goes up every year. Then they got to look for a roommate. Then the roommate might, it's just a lot. It's like a lot that's going to affect so many people in the near future. And I don't see it. I pray that it would change for the better for everyone. But the way the world is, I really,
I see
know.
this. I don't know what they teach in school no more. I don't know if
They
still...
don't. They changing. It's the biggest thing, Boo. Seriously, it's changing. It's how they teaching children. Black history and stuff. It's not in schools anymore like that. They're not learning about our history like that.
I believe that because my grandson, the only thing they taught him this year was Martin Luther King.
That's it.
I said, that's all y'all was
That's
responsible. Let me show you some history. They're never too young for you to teach them, okay, y'all? Never too young. Don't allow the schools to sit here and educate your kids. But nevertheless, do they have like those programs like shop, cooking?
No.
The basic life skills?
Those been gone. Those been gone for so long. They took those away. And you are right. We usually have so many things on shop and things of every day, things that can help you, benefit you even out. They used to have it for in schools, like fixing on cars.
There was like the shop, the wood class. They even have the class where your girls have to carry the babies.
Right. Yep.
And, and you'll be able to earn like your CNA or get some college credits for CNAs. I remember a lot of girls in high school doing that. I was the cook. I was in chef's class. I wanted to be a chef. So I went all the way up into my senior year chef's class. So I remember those classes, and we got to cook for the teachers for 2 hours. That was the best class ever. But I don't know if they have. Maybe because my kids went out of school for a while. I don't know if they even teach kids basic life skills no more.
They don't. Those are the things that's going to change. The school is going to change the most because they're not teaching like they used to. Now they're making the parents, do more. Nothing wrong with that, but the parents got so much they got to be doing too.
But what if the parents don't even know how? That's where if y'all, let me tell y'all, everybody probably know what I do for a living by now. I have to go into these schools, and then I have to go to parents, and I'll be like, your jaws would drop. What you see in these schools, and I don't know if anybody's seen it today. Governor Pritzker, he trying to ban cell phones in schools. I don't know if it's going to go into effect, but today he trying to ban cell phones in school. Every kid in there on the phone. The most disrespectful kids. And I talk to teachers, they're like, 11th grade, they reading at 3rd grade level.
No.
You'd be like, well, who catching it?
Yeah, but what is the teacher doing, though?
That's what I'm saying. Who's catching it? I don't know the teacher curriculum. I don't know what they got to do, how they have to do it. But number one, that's your profession. You the professional, right?
Right.
You know how to redirect. And that's the thing, though. Y'all, let me tell you, I'm going to tell you this why. These teachers are scared of these kids. Now we have teachers 25, 26. I went to a school yesterday. I had to go see a girl. And this is why I say, I had to go just see a girl. They said she out here, just no, supervision. We don't know
Mhm.
who she lived with, nothing out here.
Right.
Go over here to the OL. At least you go to school. I go over to the school. This is my second time going to see her. So she seen me. That little girl started cursing me out so bad. She started cursing me out, and I want to laugh, but I don't take it personal, right?
Right.
Yeah, come on. You say, come on, our DCFS here. What are you here for?
Right.
Um, and this is my second time seeing the same girl. She like, you coming to take me? And I'm like, no, just here to have a conversation. She went into a thing. And I get it. That word is triggering. That girl cussed me out so bad, y'all. I'm not like be this, but she like, motherfucker, I'm this midnight, this how I'm going to motherfucking jail. I'm not going with you. I'm like, honey, I didn't say I was taking you with
Wow.
me. I'm here to have a conversation. And I just had to get into mommy mode. I stop. That right there you doing, it's at a halt. I'm not talking to you like that, and you're not gonna talk to me like that, okay? Now you can be upset,
Right.
but this what we doing, you're not gonna do it to me.
Mhm.
And when I seen how she went down there and talked to them teachers, and she knocking stuff off them counters, and I'm like, now I'm looking at the police officer. I asked for an escort because I know she aggressive. I'm looking at his ass.
Mm.
She get to destroy property. Any other time you going to jail.
Right.
These kids run it is my point.
Mhm.
These teachers are scared of these kids,
Right.
and I can see it because they aggressive. These kids coming from some environments we don't know. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And
And
these
that's
kids
true.
is giving up. The girl walked out of that class. F you, you give this motherfucker my address. I swear to God, I'm going to fucking jail. Why?
Yeah. I
you
think that's
know?
what's going to be the biggest change too. Is just the generation of our
Mm.
of the kids. That's going to be the hugest change because they're more violent and more. They're like they don't have no one who's parents that's teaching no
These
more.
kids
So
do what they want to
they do what
do.
they want, and now it's just
I wish I could
that's
start.
going to be the biggest thing that's going to change the world. Is now
These are our
these
future
kids,
kids.
yeah, their future is going to be like there's no more Dr. Martin Luther King. There's no
No,
more, Rosa Parks. There's no more
no.
of Malcolm X. There's no more fighting for something greater for
Mm-mm,
your
good
people
cause.
and in a
Yeah,
good
ain't
cause.
no good trouble no more.
Once we leave this, the next generation is going to struggle so beyond bad because of lack of knowledge and I say definitely love. Um, and
I
discipline.
say the nurturing part because
Yeah.
this is why I'm going so hard with my grandson. You know, they took cursive out of schools, right?
Right.
Does that mean we can't teach our kids cursive? Meaning is stop allowing that system just to dictate your kids' learning and
Right.
education. I swear to God, as of right now, Hezekiah got cursive books. He got no, I mean he got learning material,
Hmm.
and he's going to know how to write cursive because guess what? I can teach him that.
Well, a signature is supposed to be what? Cursive, right? So if they don't know how to write their own signature, it's like I just feel so much like it's going to be so so
I
many
wish
ignorance
I
of
wish my
children these
friend Dr.
days.
Cassandra Caffey could be on here because she a doctor teacher down in Georgia.
Who's
She
saying something on YouTube?
let
Sorry about that.
me check it real quick.
Mhm.
Oh, that's Faith. I'm back.
Okay. Sorry about that. Go
So
ahead.
I'm just saying it's like I see it and it's horrible,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm looking like are we just gonna allow these schools? And guess what? And I'm pretty sure we all know this. The demographics, y'all. I want my grandson to go to school in St. Charles,
Mm-hmm.
Pingree Grove. I even like the school he at now. There is a difference, a cultural differences in these schools. And if y'all don't pay attention, Kiki,
Mm-hmm.
y'all don't pay attention, watch the schools your kids go to. When he transferred to this school, it's a it's a whole different dynamics and shift change. He was in a dual program. I
Right.
loved it. He knows Spanish now, but he don't know it like fluently.
Mm-hmm.
I get him back after first grade. But just the difference I seen from the last school he was at into this school, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. So I'm like, nope. He's going to get the same education,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to get. That's how I look at it. And then we're going to work on that at home,
Right.
but that's the changes too.
Yeah, but this is the thing. He has to grow, and you're just grandma, and you're not mom. You
Hmm.
get what I'm saying? You're not like, dad has to take over on everything. So it's like you're not gonna have too much influence. You're going to, but as they get older, the way how this world is, it changes them. It's like the enemy is just waiting for them to get from your hands. You get what I'm saying? So it's like no matter what or how we do it, slice it or dice it, it's always the generation that's come up in this world, though it's gonna change so much of our young adults. And they ain't gonna be able to make it on any level because of the ignorance of them, ignorance of how they don't want to give them knowledge of anything. Like in school, if they reading like that already right now at that age, they read it. The 11th grade is reading third grade level. They're not gonna be able to understand anything when they get of age. They're
They
gonna
don't
keep them
understand it
like
now.
they're gonna keep them like they never learned how to read or write
They just pushing
back
them
in
through.
our slave back in the slavery days. So they're gonna be so on knowledge on every
Y'all, these kids is
aspect,
buck
and that's
wild.
going to be the biggest change I feel that's going to come up in the world. That we really, I don't even know what can we do to help out the young generation.
You
Their
know what I
mind is so
don't see though,
corrupt.
and I ain't gonna say it don't happen either. I'm
Right.
not, I'm not can't. I don't see everything. I don't see a lot of parents at school.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when the sports events, yeah, they there then.
Right.
They love to go and cheer their kids when they running and jumping. But far as PTOs or conferences or stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see much of that. I don't see not to say it's not going on,
Right.
but if we just tackle into the future of these kids, I fear for my grandson because
Mine's too, and granddaughter.
this world is shifting, it's changing. I fear for us in the next 10 years with the elderly.
Me too.
So it's a
It's
lot to really try to adapt to, and
yeah.
it's like we turn the blind eye toward now because now seems like it's a racism thing.
Right.
Everything turning racist as of right now. So we don't have to know like it's making people angry
Yeah.
because I be ready to slap a motherfucker. You know,
Yeah.
don't play in my face. But yeah, everything is just turning so racial right now, and I don't
Yeah.
know. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I
How,
don't know either. I
what
I
a-
I don't know. I feel like the way how things is, how can you change them when the household is cannot be changed either? They like even when that woman that was fighting, remember that time that those kids jumped on the woman and her kids?
in Chicago?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so how can you change that when the young generations is acting like
they
that?
don't give a damn.
They like acting like animals. I mean, like I be in a store and I hear them speaking foul language in front of us, me in front of kids, in front of adults, and a lot of people's like everybody I feel like is clueless in a way. Um, that's going to be one of the changes because everybody's okay with all this negative, and I have to say, I'm definitely going to say with the Tyler Perry movie, I have to say that
Did you watch it?
I watched it and I really it was distasteful to
You
me.
did? Why? You said that?
I didn't like it. Everybody's always the message. A message can come across without putting things in there that pushes us back.
What pushed us back? You think
The way he put porn in, we
he
don't
did?
need
What
that
he put? What?
porn in. We don't need that. Like these are younger to get. This is what the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the young adults are seeing, and we okay with that. And I hear so many people like, "Oh, is this?" Because everybody's all about laughing. But nothing's going to be laughing when your butt cannot afford nothing.
No.
But Tyler Perry can.
See, and I'm gonna disagree with that because I love the message in the movie. I say that to say this because there's nothing in that movie these kids are not seeing today.
I know,
right?
But that don't mean that we're supposed to do that.
No, it means that saying is y'all pay attention because if we seeing and this is how we acting, if we getting the reaction, he's seeing it. We seeing it as distasteful. We seeing this, too much cursing. We seeing that, he's perverted. We seeing that all those different dynamics was going on with the younger generation. Right. So I'm showing this to y'all, but then I'm gonna show you how this older generation can turn around and still teach y'all the history.
Our ancestors do that?
Because you're not listening.
But did our ancestors do that?
Did our ancestors do it?
Our ancestors, did they do those types of things to show, even though sex was there? Mm-hmm. Sex was there. So did Malcolm X do that? Did Rosa Parks do that? Did Martin Luther King say, we're going to do that? Did all the movies that Spike, everybody that done movies to uplift Black people, did they do that?
They did it. They didn't do it in a way that Tyler Perry did.
No, they did not.
Tyler Perry did because the times have changed, eras has changed. These kids are different now. That's
no excuse.
I just believe, for me, you have to have, for me, and I put on my Facebook, everybody read it. The intellectual level of this movie, you have to be very in tune with your intellect to say, I know that message. We all know a man like, what was his name? The older man. We all know a man like that. The Pookies and the Uncle Joes and all of that. So when people say it was distasteful, is where we draw the line in the movie, but we hear it in our music. We hear it on these twerking videos. And then people say, well, we did it. But now when it comes to Tyler Perry putting this in the movie, now it's distasteful.
It is distasteful. The thing about it, okay, I get what you're saying. But why we're not the ones that he can put that, he has a broader audience, right? So why not put it in a way that he can help bring the message in, but not bringing the message in that these young girls and these young boys can see this is what they're doing. Of course, that's them. But we have a job to do, and we got a platform to help bring a message. So why not bring that message in a way of positiveness instead of putting it in that porn way? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
What he's trying to do. But my thing is, when the enemy gets you, he thinks that that's what you're supposed to do because everybody don't supposed to be sensitive. I'm not sensitive to sex. That's no problem for me. The point is the message that come across and what you did on top of it that actually made it not as tasteful for these young adults, that we're supposed to be an advocate for these young adults to rise them up. So, how can we do that if we put that negative in that?
Yeah. So I hear what you're saying too, but again, I'm gonna revert back to the movie is where we draw the line with distasteful because we see it every day, and I hear people make a lot of excuses as far as, well, we listened to Little Kim's, we listened to Queen, we listened to Cardi B, we listened to Sexy Red. The same kids the same rappers where our kids are getting influenced from, because I see these kids, they go to school with booty shorts. Like you said, we just said they cursing more than we have ever did. It didn't take a movie to get them that way. Tyler Perry depicting a nature and a state of mind where we are at today in society with the young generation that are lost. As you see in the little boy, Tyler, the dad, tried to really shun his son away from Black history, not knowing his history was a part of his present and his future. But let me show you this way. And this is Uncle Joe. He wasn't educated. He wasn't, he didn't know how to convey. He said what was on his mind. He said how he only knew it. But the message was he taught the little boy in the only way he knew how to teach him. Distasteful cursing, yes. That's fine. That's, everybody have their opinions with that. But if you can see the broader perspective of how lost these younger generations are, then damn, is this a way I can get across to these kids? Because now what? Now he got our attention. What? Okay. Now we've seen some bit of porn. Now we've seen some cursing. These kids is having sex at 10. These kids are jerking and twerking.
That's what they put out there. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah. But he already had an audience.
He gonna keep getting the audience.
He already had that audience. He didn't even have to.
Sexy Red got the audience.
Yeah, but
Cardi B has people, the audience.
Think about it. They ain't trying to do a message. They're not trying to.
Should they not? Do they got the platform?
No,
Why
they're
not?
not. That's them.
Aren't they influencers?
Listen, it's like us. If I'm gonna try to lift young kids up, why would I put myself
That's
out
one
there?
Tyler Perry's message.
Okay, why would I put myself out there that's I'm gonna be twerking with them? Why do I need it? I can be able to do it in a positive way instead of even putting any type of way of sexual that has to be in it. Why everything has to be sexual?
And we say that all the time. Why do little sexy like Cardi B always have to talk? I don't listen to Sexy Red, right?
That's Cardi B.
Right. So how many more kids listen to Sexy Red and get influenced with Tyler Perry? And that's Tyler Perry.
But Tyler Perry, the thing about it,
it's just disappointing you.
Platform to like, it's like Queen Latifah. She had a platform, right? She was up there saying this and that. Did she have to take off her clothes? She went through that message. De La Soul, they have a platform.
Queen Latifah done movies with her having sex?
No, not like what everybody has. Listen, everybody has sex. That's not it. That's not it. Because Sinners is a good movie. They had a message. They had a little sex scene up in there. That's not it. That's not the issue. The issue is how you brought about it. Excuse me, everyone. I have to do this. It's how you brought about it. The way he brought about it was not in a way that I felt like it was needed. That's how I feel.
And I love the movie because
bring that message. I feel like I'm not a cliche person. I heard his message.
You're very cliche.
I'm not. I know, like I'm not somebody that if I seen Tyler Perry 50,000 times, I'm good. I seen him already. I know what his message is going to be, but his message don't come off that as his personal life as well.
I think it's because everybody would never think to see Tyler Perry doing the movie so explicit that it kind of stunned and shocked the world. Like, oh my God, Tyler Perry said pussy. Tyler Perry saying bitch. You know, Tyler Perry saying every word everybody in the United States of America. Hell, the president said it on nationwide TV, and he should be the most influential person in America. But now we draw the line when it comes to Tyler Perry. And that's why I really look at people as being oxymorons sometimes, because understand what you're saying, understand the delivery, understand like, wait a minute.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I get it. I understand the whole delivery. I'm good up on that. I still feel like it's distasteful to put it in like that. That no matter what, he had the audience without that. He can go that whole movie without that.
Well, I disagree because I think it was perfectly good to get the younger generation. Because everybody hate Medea.
No, but he had many movies already.
Yeah,
that had movies without sex.
Well, guess what he did? He changed the dynamics.
Well, he changed the dynamic. That's the way that it did not help to bring our people up even more.
Well, what movie has?
But it's movies out there that really brought in good messages. That it was a good movie that it brought in a good message.
No, I'm saying it's like celebrities right now. It's like they're veering from that because people saying, "Well, we don't raise your kids."
But we don't have to go with them. That's what I'm saying. I don't have to go with Tyler Perry because what he's doing. I don't have to go with him. I just look at the message. Okay, I looked at the message. I get the message. That's a normal message that we always preach. But ain't nobody. If you look at how this man looked, it's just like how Farrakhan and how they represent our people, or we have to stand up to be that. They don't put sexual up in that. You know, we trying to bring a message, right? So if we bring a message, then let's bring a message instead of bringing something that's actually cannot be way of helping these young adults that's coming in because they see it, but we can still be the ones that advocate to show them more positive instead of the negative.
And so like somebody said, well, and then I agree with that message could be subjective because everybody's going to depict it and perceive it the way they see it out of their eyes. Right. You got those that love it, those that's going to hate it. Me, I love it because I look at deeper, more into is why they got this old perverted man, ABC. But at the end of the day, the old perverted man ended up being the smartest man in the movie. The old man wasn't educated, so I looked at every dynamic. I had to watch it twice because I was like, I ain't finna get into this movie. No, this is one. Let me watch it. Let me understand what he's saying, and all the messages and the stop. So, but, everybody, perceived it differently. You know what I mean? I thought he didn't do nothing nobody else is doing right now. And that's the audience getter. And we got to do something, that aha moment. And it brought the views. You bought the money in, and at the end of the day,
That's
that's what
what
they all in for.
that's all they in for.
That's all they in for is to
That's
make
all it
money.
is. It's all about the money.
You
That's
know,
it. It's not about they think it's all about that message. It's really not. It's just the money.
yeah.
Because
At the end
people
of the
don't even
day, he
live
got.
through that message. People don't even live through that message. And it just is what it is. It is what it is, but people don't live through that message. So it's like everybody see the message. Oh, he got the message. But anybody paying attention and listening to the message? No, they're not really
Yeah, we
doing
don't
all
know
that.
that. We don't know that, Kiki. Somebody might have learned something because, honestly, I even forgot about the Emmett Till River.
I did.
I forgot about stuff like that. Where it's like, okay, I forgot he was, killed by the river. So it was a great Black historical moment. And I just believe as Black people, we tend to be extra harder about some on opposed to our counterparts when it comes to us, of course, uplifting and downshifting on where we should be and how we should be. But celebrities, they don't have a due diligence to raise our children, like they say, is teach your own kids, right? I wouldn't let Hezekiah watch it. You know what I mean? That's not a movie for him. You know, he know good and bad words. Like I said, I wouldn't let him watch it, because he don't understand like what that dynamics is. But 13, 14, 15, them kids doing more than everybody else. They say more than everybody else. They doing it. They making sex videos. They sexting. They on apps. They on this and they on that.
Yeah,
But they're not taking a step back to educate themselves historically with Black history. Ask any 15-year-old about did they know anything about
I'm gonna
any
tell
of
you,
those
I bet you they didn't
monuments.
pay attention to that message. I bet they pay attention to the
They
other
go open
things.
up when they see what that
Right.
sex scene. At least it was at
That's
the end.
they I bet you any amount of money they
At
did.
least it was at the end.
Yes, yes.
And the little
So
boy finally got it. Whatever. Everybody we
yeah.
seen the movie.
But each is own. Like I said, we going past our time. We definitely got to cut it out
Yeah.
because she got to drive back and we got to get things going. But we do want to send out shout out how everybody's on YouTube. What's
You
everybody
too.
on
The
YouTube?
Monique checked in, dressed as
Hey,
T. She
Funky.
liked your tea. I mean, she liked your dress.
Who?
Monique.
Oh, thanks, Funky.
And Faith. I always wonder why it was so important for them to teach us about slavery. Know your history, young lady.
Who is that?
Michi said, tell Kiki I learned something. You ain't put what you learned, monkey. I mean, Michi.
Michi, I can't even. I know what he learned. He's not there here, so I know what you learned, Michi. You good.
Don't even put it.
No, I don't even want to put that up on there. It's gonna hurt my brain if I do that. So you good, Michi. I love you though.
Next history lesson, Michi. Let me see what you learned next history lesson.
Right.
This is silly.
So who else in there?
I don't know. Check honestly. No.
I know on my Facebook I got my Tremaine, hey cuz.
Tremaine.
I got my niece on here, Deetra, my boy Dante, Gwen, Therese, still my cousin, and Mario. So I got them up on there, everybody on TikTok. And I think that's basically it. Like
Yeah.
what we got. Yeah.
I think that's it.
And
Y'all, thanks for checking in with us.
definitely my big bear. And next week we're gonna be having a physician assistant. She works beside doctors. She's gonna talk about women health. So please be attuned. Her name is Darshell Darby, and please tune in. Beautiful woman, very very educated and smart.
Write your questions down.
I mean, every questions y'all want to ask, please be on ask. She knows it. She worked right beside the doctor. So whatever questions you have, she's gonna be coming on the show.
That's
and
a good one.
we're gonna have a good time. So we want to bring awareness to a lot of things. So we thank you as
and
me
Black
as Kiki.
history with women's health. I like that.
As yes, you
And
know we got to.
And
And
I love
I'm
it.
Kiki.
We got to. I'm Boots, the girl Boots. Thank you guys for tapping in with us. Stay tuned and join us next week. Same bat channel, bat time.
Love you guys. Have a good
You
one.
forgot your word.
What is that? What I was saying?
I don't know. You forgot your word of the week.
Oh, shoot.
You didn't get it?
I didn't get it because but I'm gonna say my word of the week from my thought.
There you go.
I'm gonna say love more.
I like that.
So the word of the week is love more. I feel like we all need to love each other and have grace with one another, and everybody have to have grace with themselves. So my word of tonight is love more. Love each other and love yourself.
Love
So
yourself more. That's what I need to do.
that's the most important thing. So I love y'all and I thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all are so awesome. And I pray y'all tune in for next week. Even the men, please tune in. She knows things about men too. So she's just not a position there of not about men and women. She does do men and women as well. So please tune in because I'm sure y'all might have
I'm gonna have
questions
me
about
some questions.
your health and things about it, what you can do better for your
Absolutely.
body. And that's what we're trying to target and bring awareness to. So please tune in. I love y'all guys. Have a good night. And bear with me because I'm going to have to cut off everything because we don't have no one to do that. So bear with me, but have a good one, everyone.
My fan, y'all.